Hello, today I would like to talk about watercolor papers. And I just started the watercolor painting earlier this year. Originally, I was really interested in a long time ago, but at the time I just gave up because my skill set was not improved too much. But this year, the I just watched some video, but after then, all the good the watercolor tutorials just introduced whenever I just open the YouTube. So my motivation is not disappear. So every day I should watch that video. So it was great opportunity to begin or learn the watercolor paints. And then I try to practice a lot. So I need some affordable watercolor papers. So at the time, I just found that this one was a good option. So at the time, I just bought two different sources. One is the seller within Australia. That one is only $13, and then that one is from Amazon, but from delivered from the China. That one is a little bit expensive. So I bought a lot, and then this one is only two. But the price is not exactly same, but because of the Australian dollar is very fluctuated, so the price is not meaningful. But anyway, it was a little bit expensive. That one is cheaper, but in the same months. So, but the interesting thing is, even though that one is the same 300 gram and then same front, but the color is a little bit different. And if I just open it, the color is also different. The cover is also different. But more important thing is, even though the same, but when I just draw something or the painting something, I noticed that this cheaper one, I think that looks a little bit older version. That one is a little bit yeah, the new version. But when I just painting or something, then I noticed there is some pattern here that is a very fine lines. I just found that, but in this case there is no line, and then that the surface is a little bit of the board, and this is a little bit. Yeah, so that one is a little bit mild difference, but I think this one is very nice. This one is still nice. For I just practiced a lot, but a little bit what I want to say about, even though they are the same brand, and but their inside is a little bit different. Inside is a little bit different, and then the paper surface is a little bit different. So, um, and I bought that the hot pressed one. That one is a cold press. Hot press one is very smooth, and then that one is so good. Yeah, this one is also reasonably very good. But I found that the this one is better, so I noticed that there is some difference. Anyway, I just practiced a lot from this the paper, so I will show you. As I'm just a beginner of the watercolor paints, so I practice and then I following the YouTube tutorials. So these ones is just a copyright for them, but I just practice, and then I want to show you um, how they work on this paper. That one is I just followed that skin tone from Kelly Edington watercolors. I will just quote that the you the the YouTube channel or the YouTube URL on my YouTube video. the description. So this I just followed one, and this one is actually the Kelly's one is this woman was so beautiful, but I could not express the delicate muscle line. So it is a little bit it's weird, but anyway, I just practice. At that time, that is the same subjects for the skin tone learning, and this one is I just want to compare with um, the Baohong paper and the Sonder. And this one is on the Sonder paper. But at the time, I just want to know the color difference in the Sonder and then the Baohong. But so that's why I just checking the color on the paper, but actually there is no big difference. I think that one is just a new paper. That one is from the new paper, and this one is very nicely just that paper. Even though that one is academy, but it looks amazingly very good. So I just checking the color swatch. The Mijello gold one I just tried at the time here, and this one is a Sonder. Actually, that one is a little bit. That one is very famous paper, but actually there is no big difference with them. I just that one is a smooth one, and that one is a hot pressed smooth surface, and then that one is the um, the cold press. So I just to compare. Can you just compare that? So I practice a lot for the shading, and yeah, I just failed. And I followed Apple from the ChaYeon's tutorial, and this one is I just draw the painting for my friend's photo, and so yeah, everything is good too. And this is also I just follow a tutorial, but actually that one is not like that. But I could not um, follow exactly. And uh, this one is a Sikander's the the people feature a figures. So I just follow this one. I will just quote the original tutorial sites on the description. I think that one is I follow the Giants one, and this one is I just follow the Sugyong the Korean the art tutorial. It was so interesting thing, and then I just painting with my daughter. So that one is so good. Yeah, so I just always compare with the swatchy in the Baohong paper, and also um, under the Arche, but there is no difference. Yeah, so I just follow the white rabbit tutorial, and just this one. I and this is the layer one. This one is a backside. I always use this backside paper, but still good. And Yoko Harusaki, the tutorial, there are a lot of flowers, and actually I just mistake here, but anyway, I just when once I just draw it, and then I noticed that I had a mistake here, and then next time I can improve here, or I will change, or coloring is a little bit dark. So once I just follow the tutorial, then I can notice that for my mistakes, and then the difference between the original tutorial and then my one. And always I just swatches checking. And this one is actually recently I just followed the tutorial Chris Petri. His one is very interesting. Actually, it is not complex, and then his explanation is very good. So once I just follow his tutorial, and then the result is very nice, and then just taking 20 minutes or longer one is just 30 minutes, but very interesting. And this is also Chris Petri's tutorial, and yeah, so all them. So this one is I just follow one. Anyway, that the line and wash or the pen and wash skill is very easy. Just the lining and then just what painting the watercolor. So that one is still the Chris Petri. I just recommend you if you are the beginner, just as Chris Petri's tutorial is the easiest, and then we can feel that the colors on that. So that one I think only 30 minutes to follow. That is also Chris Apple. It's interesting. On there is just a white spot here, then it looks very shiny. So the and this one is I just want to make paint the portrait that is from the Korean famous movie, classic movie, but it is not the same with the characters. But anyway, I was just I missed that my school days. We just wear this high school uniform. So I just try. When I was in our high school days, we just have this shape of the hair, and we always wear this uniform. And this one is also the Korean talents, but a little bit looks different. Oh, the one is, and this one is I just the very earlier I just follow this one, but it is not exactly same. That one is still the YouTube tutorial. I will just find that the source. Then I tried to White Rabbits one, and then this check it. I just tried to the wet and wet. So yeah, and the skin tone practice. And this one is my friends want to ask me to paint her photo, but I don't know how to paint exactly for her. So I just take the time the Wero no Yum, and I found her or to practice her portrait one. So that is Wero no Yum's the version, and this one, and then this is 수경화실's the but failed the face color is so red, and this one I followed ChaYeon. ChaYeon's portrait. That ChaYeon's portrait course is very nice. He just drawing, but a little bit hardcore. So anyway, that was interesting practice. And then this was 수경화실's, and then I failed this one. And this one is the Indian painters. I try to follow it, but that one is very hard to follow it. And this one is a loose painting, the Hedwig, the loose flower painting. She is very nice to teach that loose painting flowers. So she just played two. She just use two brushes like that, and then just show the painting to us. And this one is a 수경화실's one, the sky one, but anyway, that one is not good, but that I tried to practice. This one is a Korean artist, he's all great, and then Shin but it was so hard, so I gave up. But anyway, his one is very nice. And originally, I just the first video I watched it from the David Indian artist painter, and so I was interested in his painting. His color was so brilliant. So I just bought the Kamnin paints, and then I just upload my video for the Kamnin paints. I maybe the first one, and at the time I practiced a lot for his one. That one is another pure the UK painter. I followed his one, and then I will leave for his website to his YouTube channel too. That one is Davis, and Davis the that one is a loose painting practice, and this is another site. That one is also flower. Yeah, that one is a David, and the high. This one is a loose painting, and also loose painting, and yeah. So that one is my yeah. So this rooster is. I follow this one also. That one is a two triangle shapes. So it took about 30 minutes, but it was interesting. So that one is for the tour of the Baohong paper, the mainly the cold press paper. And then recently I make some swatches, the color. So you can find some paints or colors here. So I just Mijello swatches here. So yeah, that one is my Baohong paper review with my practice and the follow up the YouTube video. And actually I'm the web programmer, so I today until today I just upload my introduction of my website art.sharelinky.com. That one is I that one is for the sharing art materials, paints, or the YouTube video by category. So that will be very helpful for who are interested in the watercolor paints, who want to compare the paints between the other brands. There are a lot of details. So yeah, so uh, actually when I started the watercolor, I had a lot of questions, and then there are a lot of things to know. So I just collected all the links or get some information, and now I just share all my informations from my website. So when you have a time, just have a look. And yeah, thank you for your watching my video, and then I would like to share my knowledge afterward too. Thank you.